Alright guys, another video, only a short one. So I'm just going to go through some of the digital monitor functions, okay? So you're there, we're in the VFO-A, okay? Menu, digital set. Well, we won't worry about tone control and things like that, we're not worried about that. RX log, okay? Now RX log, so RX history log, on. Yeah, so all that means is that you're telling the radio to record the last digital transmission you received on this radio. Okay, that's all you're doing. So let me show you where that is. RX history. This only records digital. Last day. If we press down there, so we were there last day, press down, so you can see there on the 23rd of the 10th at 9:05, 439.650, it was a D-Star repeater. It was GB7RA. I can't remember what that was. It was Northwest England. You scroll down. Andy in Northwest England. I think that's his call sign. Next one, that's an NXDMVN, so Next Generation Digital Network, very narrow. The RAN number of the radio was 50. We're going to cover some RAN stuff in a minute. Radio ID number, and that's it. But that's a really important part. So let's just say you leave the radio somewhere to an auto memory write scan. You come back, you look in your RX history, and you've picked up a digital transmission. Now, don't forget, with this radio, let's say I scan through this band now and I pick up a signal. It has to be in the mode. It's not like an AOR DV10. I can't scan in auto and it tell me that I'm receiving digital. You'd have to put it in, say, NXDMVN, yeah, NXDNN, DCR, which you're not going to hear, DPMR, P25 or D-Start. You've got to be in that mode, yeah. So if I wanted to scan this band, I have to scan it in NXDMVN to decode the digital. It won't do it by itself, okay? So if we go into digital set, if you go into fast unmute NXDN on, dead important this. So if you've got that set to off, yeah, when it lands on an NXDN signal, you're not going to hear a thing unless you've got the RAN number set correctly. I think RAN numbers go from 1 to 100. I'm not too sure, but so RAN number is radio access number, I think. Turn that on, and then it will open the squelch, so you hear the audio regardless of what RAN number they're receiving. So let's just say we're here now. If I go to quick, if I go to tone squelch, sorry, not that at all. Sorry, that was a mistake. Quick, data squelch, RAN. RAN is 1. Yeah, that's set to 1. If I turn that on, that's turned on now. So that now will only open the squelch if the RAN number that I've selected, which was 1, matches the RAN number of the radio you're trying to listen to. Okay, turn it off, leave it off, and only you just put NXDN fast unmute on. That is useful if, yeah, let's say I want to change that to 9, yeah. It's a shame it doesn't tell you that the RAN is 9 there. That's a shame, that. But that's handy if, say, you're in a massive radio environment. You know there's a user that's on 202.625 and there's various users on that platform, and you know that the RAN numbers go from 0 to 22, and the one you want to listen to is on RAN number 9, then set the RAN number, and then you can pinpoint but that's only any good if you know the number of the radio you want to listen to. So it's very rare you're going to use it. Turn it off. Menu, digital set, fast unmute NXDN on. Leave that on all the time, you'll hear it all. Now, another thing, the only other thing, encryption. So, on, right, encryption key, yeah. So you can listen to NXDN, VN, DCR, DPMR, but if they've got an encryption key, you're screwed. You're not going to hear a thing. Doesn't matter if you know the RAN number, doesn't matter at all. You need to know this encryption key. And there's plenty of encrypted NXDN out there. The chances of you getting that key right are zero. Yeah, how many different combinations of numbers can you think of there? It must be billions and billions and billions. So don't waste it. I mean, if you think you know it, great. You know, you might get a lazy user who's just set the encryption key to 11111 or 22222. You know, I've had that before, but that literally never happens. So now the encryption is turned on. Turn that off. All right, so want to listen to NXDN VN, fast unmute on, encryption off, because unless you know the encryption key, you might be a lucky bugger. You might work for a company and you just want to monitor communications using this of your employees. You'd know that information and you just put it straight in. What else is in the digital set menu? So D-Star EMR AF level. You know what? I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to worry about it. RX log on, digital monitor. Mine's in auto. Okay. If I put that in analog, yeah, let's go back to our VFO. Okay. If I press the monitor button, which is SQL there, squelch. Hear that? You're getting the analog signal. That's the squelch or the background RF you can hear. Yeah. If I change that to digital monitor to digital, yeah, and go back. So I'm holding it. Notice you're hearing nothing. That's because it's opening the squelch ready for a digital signal, and with digital signals you do not get that background noise. Alright? So if you land on a frequency that you suspect is digital, yeah, you hold that button in and it will open the squelch in digital. Yeah, but you might as well just stick it in bloody auto. Okay, just do that. Put it in auto, let the radio decide. So in auto, what does it want to do? Yeah, it knows there's no NXDN VN coming through, so it might as well just let me listen to the background noise of the radio. You'll get loads of reviews online. It'll overcomplicate everything, but it's literally that simple. Just don't worry about it. Leave that off. Just put it in auto and don't worry about it ever again. Unless, like I said, you're a commercial user and you're using this radio for different things than what I am. What else we got in the quick menu? We're in the digital mode. Duplex. So, clever radio this. It knows that probably, if I'm on NXDN VN, that if they are using a duplex channel, which it probably won't be, duplex minus is 0.6, duplex plus is 0.6. Say we turn that on, plus 0.6. Okay, you can change that. Remember how we did this? Squelch button, hold that in. Notice how that's jumped, 0.6. Yeah, so 202.65, 203.225. So if someone's talking back on the other side of the channel, hold that in, you'll hear them. Alright, easy peasy, Japanesey. Sorry, easy peasy lemon squeezy. You can't say Japanesey anymore. Right. Digital again. That's it really. That is it. It really is a shame this radio doesn't pick up DMR. Choices you've got. DPMR. DPMR is an ICOM own protocol to rival DMR. No bugger uses it. You might hear it in London, Manchester, Liverpool, here and there, but you're not going to hear much DPMR. And it's not even close enough to DMR to decode it, you know what I mean? The protocol's completely different. However, if I go to manage memory, okay, if I go to DPMR, the only good thing about DPMR, it's got set frequencies. Unlike DMR, DPMR, channel 1, all the way down to channel 32. Okay, channel 32. These are all available on the ICOM website. You'll notice I've got data squelch turned off. Yeah, because I don't want to put any more restrictions on here and it'll open the squelch, whatever. So in DPMR with the quick key, duplex scrambler, right? Yeah, so you can scramble DPMR, you can scramble DCR. I haven't ever had to use that feature, so I'll get back. I'll set something up and we'll use that feature as and when. RF gain, it's max. Feature you generally tend to use if you're mega close to something, 200 meters, or you're in HF. You can turn the gain down to help you cut out some of the noise. Now, another thing to cut out some of the noise while we're here. I apologise for the quality of it. I'm in the car waiting for the missus. Let's do a little search. So we're in searching now. So if I do that, I'm in memory scan mode. If I do that, I'm in search mode. So if we go to scan, sorry, I did that completely wrong. Scan, these are all my search groups. Airband. Yep. Airband now, it's doing something, but there's nothing there. See that ANL? That is just there. Auto noise limiter. Right? ANL. Turn that off. Turn it on. All that is exactly what it says it is. It turns the noise down a little bit for you, the background noise. And to be fair, it makes a little bit of difference as well, which is cool. It's a nice little feature, that. Voice squelch. So we've covered this. So if I did a scan with voice squelch turned on, it would only open the squelch if we received a modulated signal. We've covered that. Duplex, again. Yeah, you don't really get duplex with airband. I think one of the reasons is that it just overcomplicates it, whereas AM modulation is very reliable. You don't have to worry about codes and tones and stuff, because communication is critical with the airplanes, obviously. Having a digital system would complicate it. Having a data code or something like that would just complicate it. There's point-to-point communication with no interruptions and no complicated protocol to go through and no duplexer to break down. GPS position, so if you're somewhere, you can record the GPS position of where you heard that, and then you can assign that to this channel, and then if you turn a GPS on the radio, next time you're in that area, it'll alert you that last time you were here, you heard this. Never used it. In America, it's good because you can turn the GPS on and then it'll tell you what agencies are operating in that area. We don't have that here, unfortunately. That's it for now, guys. They're only short at the minute because I've been so bloody busy. And I'll tell you what, we'll do a little scan while we're here. So let's do it. We're not going to hear a great deal in the car, but let's just have a little scan. Turn the volume up. Let's extend the area a little bit. So this is the Diamond SRH 789. Nice little telescopic aerial, this. We may not hear anything whatsoever. I'm not scanning everything in here now. Let's just do a little scan of absolutely everything. That's an AM channel. Wrong time of day for that, really. Right, Right, I heard this the other night. This is someone who's holding the squelch open on 499.993. I think I know what it is, and I'll get back to you with that one. So that's a plane. Like I said, I'm going through everything in the radio now. Now, we're inside, it's raining. I'm sitting inside a car with an aerial extended, so we're basically sitting inside a Faraday cage. That's Pontins. If we just scan local. Okay, so this is frequencies local to me. Let's see if we get anything. There's a few taxi companies and stuff like that. May hear bugger all. For those people. There we go, little signal there. He'll come back to her now. Well, I hope he does. This is Pontins in North Wales. Well, he hasn't got back to her. I know that's a simplex channel. Well, that's it, guys. Alright, anything else, please leave it in the comments. Oh, someone asked me a question. How do you scan between two frequencies? Easy. So let's go into our search. So we're in VFOA in a memory scan. So you want to go into just a normal VFO. Turn the volume down. Okay. So, menu. Right, scan. Program scan edge. So, that's the easy one. PMR low, personal mobile radio low. PMR low, right, I've set this already, okay, but this is what you'd do if it was a new one. This is how you scan between two frequencies. We'll pick two random frequencies, 22. So you'd set your name, whatever you want. Frequency low, type it in whatever you like. Frequency high, type that in whatever you like. The step that you want to go in, so 5, 6.25, 6.33. Mode, so that's your modulation, FM, AM, NXD, and VN, D-star. RF gain, it'll automatically set that to max, and then write is just to commit that to memory. So that's P scan edge. Then when you want to commit to that scan, press scan, and then all your scan edges will come up there. So we've got, let's go through them. We've got PMR. No, ignore that. That's a linked program. We'll go back to them. DPMR, digital personal mobile radio. NXDN, so that's next generation digital network. NXDN wide, yeah. So that should say NXDN VN, very narrow, and that's standard NXDN wide. PMR low, personal mobile radio low band. Airband, 70 centimeter D star. Normal D star, that's just for, that was a test group, that was. Personal mobile radio high, 70 sems, 2 meters. CB band, military airband, taxi band, 80 meters, 40 meters, all of those down, all the way down to 6. I'll cover all of them in another video. Right, take care, guys. Hope that was informative. Please let me know of any other questions. Thank you very much.